Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today isn't really a review. I normally do reviews on products and new gear. Today isn't really a review, it's more of an autofocus test with my Sigma 18-35 art lens. It's a Canon mount lens, but I've actually got it today mounted to my Panasonic GH5 with a Metabones adapter. Now I've done this test previously with the Sony MC11 adapter on my new Sony A7 III, and it works beautiful. It never worked particularly well on the A7 R2, but it worked brilliantly on the A7 III, and I was really chuffed to bits with how well the autofocus is. Now, the GH5 isn't renowned as a great autofocus camera, and particularly with adapters. I want to see how good this is on the GH5 with the set to autofocus. And this close-up shot that you're seeing now is actually on the GH5 with the Metabones adapter, and I've left it all on autofocus. So I just want to see, is it hunting? When I actually used it on my A7R2 with the MC11 adapter, it hunted something rotten. And I want to see if it's doing it on the GH5. I suspect it may well be, but we don't know. For example, if I stick up this, is it going to focus on that? Not a very good thing to focus on, really, is it? I don't know. Let's try my 360 camera. So it's probably too small. And then will it focus back on my face? I don't know. We shall have to see. So I'm just doing this test. If it does work, that makes it a really interesting combination, because the GH5 is a great video camera. I've actually not used it for stills. I use it entirely for video, and it is a tremendous video camera. Today, what I'm filming with, this close-up shot is the 18-35 on the GH5, and then I've got my A7S monitor on top of the camera. On the other side, I've got my Canon 80D, the 80D over there, which is getting the wide shots, and that's got my new Andy Cine monitor on the top. And then over here, I've got my Sony A7 III with a 24-70 lens, just filming those two cameras. So it would be interesting to see what the outcome is. Now, fitted to my Sigma 18-35 is the variable ND filter. And I've put that on for a specific reason. I wanted to shoot this at the widest aperture f1.8 to see what the bokeh is like, and to see how well it handles the focus, because obviously it's going to be even more critical wide open at f1.8. So I've put my variable ND filter on so I can crank it the aperture right down to f1.8. Oddly enough, on the display of a Panasonic, it's saying it's f1.7. That might be because it's an adapter. It isn't the speed booster. It is the standard Metabones adapter. There's no glass inside the adapter. It is purely adapts Canon mount lenses to the GH5, but it retains apparently autofocus. It definitely retains auto aperture, but I don't know. We'll see what the autofocus is like. So there we go. As I say, this close-up is entirely being shot on the GH5 with the Sigma 18-35. Very keen to see what the outcome is. I'm hoping that my face is in focus. It's kind of a mid shot. I don't know what will happen if I move closer. I have to duck. I'm looking at the monitor on the top. Whether that's keeping me in focus or not, I don't know. But back here, I'm really not expecting the autofocus to be as good as it is on the actual Sony. On this Sony A7 III, it works wonderful, and I'm more than happy to use it. You know, it's really good. And I will test it on the Canon 80D. I generally believe on the 80D it will be spot on, because obviously it's a Canon mount lens, so it should work spot on. So that's an autofocus test with the Sigma 18-35. I do hope you found that useful. I sure will find it useful if this actually has remained in focus, because I do like the bokeh effect that the 18-35 produces, hence the reason why I'm shooting it at its widest aperture. Well, that was a very interesting test. I've now put the 12 to 35, the Panasonic 12 to 35 back on the GH5, which is what we're filming with here. And then over on the Canon, I've put the Sigma 18 to 35 on the Canon, as it is a Canon mount lens. So that should be pretty good actually. That should be spot on the 80D. So we're very keen to see what that looks like on there. But getting back to the 18 to 35 on the GH5 with a Metabones adapter, yeah, it worked pretty well, but I wouldn't want to use it because the background, although it isn't exactly hunting, it's shimmering. And you can see here, this example, let's just play this. You can see here, well, you would have seen it actually, but the background here, although, just play that, although I'm sharp, the background is pulsing and it's not very attractive to look at. So clearly it is hunting, and then it stays when it's fine, and that happens quite a bit. Look at all the cat hairs on my pullover, blimey. So yeah, so that is not good. And also when you hold something up, it won't snap in focus. So yeah, an interesting test, but not a reliable autofocus lens on the GH5. As to how it will work on other Micro Four Thirds cameras, I have no idea, but certainly not suitable on the GH5. A great lens if you're using manual focus. It's an awesome lens. So I know vast majority of pros will be using it with manual focus, and I would highly recommend it because it is tag sharp. It's such a nice lens. And for stills, absolutely fine, but not for video. So there we go. That was that test over and done with. Worked great on the A7 III with the MC11 adapter. Not so great on the GH5 with the Metabones adapter. Not the Metabones speed booster, but just the standard Metabones adapter. So thanks for watching. Hope you found that useful. If you did, please hit the subscribe button and hit the like button, and see you again soon. Thanks very much. Bye for now.